Hey guys, Panda here, and today we're gonna do Hey guys, Panda here, and today we're gonna give some critiques to Nightt-Song. She is bored. Her name is Nina. Okay, so looking through her gallery, there's a bit of scribbling, and then there's this really good art piece, which is not stolen. I know that it isn't stolen because she has an older sister who is claimed to be her older sister who drew her that. And I know this because I was looking through this person's artwork and a bunch of their stuff, and I was looking through their sister's stuff, and her sister is really, really good. I can see why she looks up to her, but this is the younger sister. So let's get on with the video. Okay, so at first, this flamingo is okay. It's pretty good. I don't know, I zoomed in a bit too far, but that's fine. Okay, so at first I noticed the really scribbly coloring. I used to be like that. I'm still like that. But now I just mostly use the paint bucket tool, but this person draws traditionally and they used colored pencils. You can tell because there's like little lines. And you can tell the texture. It's that, and they put colored pencils, traditional art. I'm sorry that I keep dying. Okay, so this is a flamingo. The anatomy needs a bit more assistance. I would recommend using a reference, and if you did use a reference, kudos, you did really good. The legs, I notice a bit that the lines are a bit shaky, like right here, but that's okay. That's normal. But then the coloring here is not. I noticed that you upload every like 5 minutes, and all of this is scribbled in. So, like, look, if you want your art to look a bit nicer, I recommend that you take your time to color it in, because a little bit of coloring will go a long way. Oh no, that's the wrong thing I said. I don't have scripts for these videos. This is my natural all reaction. So why would I write a script? So the scribbling is a bit much, so I recommend coloring a bit slower because it looks like you are in a rush. Or if you want to make it digital, I would recommend using a scanner. But I know that not all people have scanners, so you can color it digitally. But I mean, there's a few apps on a phone or a tablet that you could use. I'm assuming you're using a tablet because I don't know why. So yeah, you could pay a little bit more attention to the coloring, and that would help out quite a bit. And then, like, the lines right here, I understand that the flamingo's necks are really weirdly shaped, like a 2, but when you have a really thin neck and a circled body, I don't think that helps. I asked this person if I could critique them, and they never replied, so I mean, yeah. And then there's this. The line work is a bit better. The coloring is the same. If you want to add highlights to your eyes, I would recommend, I feel really bad for saying this, and I feel like I'm going to be a Solar Sands, the deviant cringe making this, but if you put highlights in the eyes, I would recommend learning how to color properly. I know that sounds really bad, but Lavender Town has a video on it, and it's really good. I'm going to put that in the description. Coloring properly is just paying a bit more attention. I'm not even saying that you have to learn how to shade, but you shouldn't really put highlights in eyes before you know how to shade, because that would be a bit contradicting. Like, oh, you have highlights but no shading? Like, let's lower this. I don't put any shading into my artwork because I don't know how to shade. So I'm recommending that this person not put highlights because they don't know how to shade yet. Maybe their sister could teach them. And I'm noticing that you sometimes color outside of the lines and just like scribble, scribble, scribble. And you really need neat artwork if you want it to look passable. I can tell that these are popsicles, but it like this one looks like a popsicle. But I would recommend making the popsicle sticks that you can actually see the end of the popsicle sticks when you take a picture of them. At first I thought that these were trees, but then I read the description and then I felt really bad. And I would also recommend not putting the top. Oh, it's just the worst. For my first video, this is turning out really bad. I tried Medibang the other day, and it was super bad. I hated it. I know it's the same as Fire Alpaca, but I just wasn't used to it, and I couldn't get used to it. So it was really hard for me because I didn't know where anything was, and it looked like a completely different layout. And that got me really confused. And the brushes were the worst part. I didn't know how to use any of the brushes, and the pencil brush to me looked quite don't look at that. I redrew Sonic face and then I drew it to my interpretation. Oh, that looks really cute. Undertale MLP base. Okay. Okay. I feel super bad. I'm sorry for making Thunder looks like Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. When I look at this piece, I automatically think that you just put no effort into any of these. And I can tell that you have some potential. You have quite a bit of potential, but you still have to work a long way. And I recommend filling in everything properly. And these lines, what are they? I'm super confused because there's just blue. Oh, if you guys comment on how terrible my laptop is, I'm just gonna get really salty. Coloring outside of the lines and these little lines that are unnecessary. I mean, yeah, they could be necessary, but they could be necessary, but try and color inside them. Look, this one has a bit better coloring, but like I said, it still looks like you are trying to hurry up with your art. I know that not all artists are good right away, but the circle head is a bit better. The anatomy is a bit better, but I don't know why there's a 2 right there. And the house is, oh, I'm sorry, but the house needs a bit more attention to it. I know that the main focus is the dog, but when you're making a background, you have to color it in properly. See, there are a bunch of white spaces, and you need to take a bit more time to appreciate the coloring. If you make black and white pieces, that's fine. If you just made your art abstract, that's fine. And like I said, the highlights, Highlights aren't really a good idea, but then I mean, I was the same. If you saw my last, it is pretty cute, but I mean, you still need to pay a bit more attention to line work. And then there's this unicorn. This unicorn, the anatomy is pretty good. I'm just saying that because I don't want to appear mean. And the stars are what I have the problem with. The stars, the rainbow, and the cloud. So pretty much the entire background. Look, the stars, look right here. The stars are yellow even where there's not supposed to be yellow. I don't like that. So try and color out inside the lines. And if you say that you color first, what are you doing? I don't understand you if you color first and then do that. Like if you made the, I think that you made the background first. I can understand that because that's everything's. But I think that, and I'm just gonna say something. The three primary colors are not rainbow. You said that you like this unicorn because it's rainbow. No, this is not rainbow. This is just the three primary colors in different forms. Okay. And then you showed a lot of potential with this. I don't know if you traced this or if you heavily referenced off of something. If you did, if you heavily referenced off of something, that's okay. And the tail is the part that I don't like. Like for this, the horse's anatomy is pretty good. I actually like the eyes, but this one's ears look like it's a bit like both ears are on the same side, and I understand how one would do that on accident. So, and I like this piece, but my main problem is with the tail. You don't show a clear difference between light and dark, and you just scribble random places. That's. And then here's the piece that I found this person off of. George, the raccoon. The house's coloring has improved. The grass needs to be fully green if you're gonna make grass, okay? I feel really bad for making this video. I feel like you just need a gentle push in the right direction. Okay, and the raccoon's ears are a bit pointy and a bit long. The tail is pretty good, but I would recommend lowering it down a bit. The paws are pretty good, but they're a bit small compared to the huge body. The eyes are pretty good, but I recommend making them the same size, but that's really hard. So I would recommend like making a rough sketch like here, and here, and then here, here, and here. So that way both of them would be this size. Or if you want, both of them could be this size. But I mean, that's okay. The coloring is the main problem with this. I understand. I can tell that you're using crayon with this one. Colored pencils. Okay. The bush. I just noticed the bush. The bush is just essentially a bunch of squiggles. And the black parts are a bit better, but the gray areas are not. The gray areas are just mindless scribbles. Like this one's colored in great. This one's colored in somewhat decently, but then there's this. I have a lot of problems with this because most of it is white and not gray. You tell me that. Okay, so that's all we have time for. Don't forget to like, comment down below, and subscribe if you aren't already. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!